Yes, aloha. This is my preliminary draft, more about explanation and sharing what the soul light language is, their healing process, how does it work, how it works. So, first of all, there is a spontaneous introduction to each individual presented in a private session. This is for the connecting to his or her soul shards present and those that might be called forth from previous incarnations. Well, that is okay to say it, but also I have to say that, you know, not every session starts with soul light languages bringing immediately soul shards. That doesn't happen. Like, you need to know whom you're dealing with and where the person is at his or her evolution and what happened to the soul if the soul has. I go into soul anatomy, and I'm being shown a lot of things about, a lot of information is given to me about soul evolution. And if, we have lots of trauma, of course my soul had traumas too, and a lot of other things. So that is not always to say that, we go first of all into soul charts. We can go, dealing with abusive father, or actually excellent father, and now he died and we have trauma because he's dead, and nobody teaches us anything about death and the process of crying, of mourning, and how we need to nurture ourselves. So these are many levels that the healing here goes into through soul light languages, but also obviously Ishitabaha, hands on, and a lot of other toning, and a lot of other different ways how the energies are being navigated into communion and union and unison and harmony. Okay. So next I wrote release of boredom and relaxation for the soul. This is non-linear communication from the sixth and seventh and higher dimensions. Well, obviously, when we do healing, we don't live in three dimension. We immediately take the three dimension and we break it apart in the higher dimensions, and we see what needs to happen and how it happens, and how we then bring that information back into the body, and what the body can do with it, can do about it, and how the energies grow. The activation of DNA and repair of DNA, repair of central nervous system, and the client. We all have light body. The light body is the DNA. All memories that we lost, and we lose them through when we are born. And I will also add, we lose them through trauma. Like, if I'm traumatized half of my life because first I grew up in communist country, then my children are stolen, then I get heart attack, then I cannot find any place to live. It's all trauma. Money is trauma, taxes are trauma. All of it is trauma and deliberate slowing you down and forcing you somewhere where you don't naturally belong. So obviously that is all covered in the healing sessions, and also through the light languages. Please be aware that the actual DNA activation takes place from your own higher self, apart from any healing session, but it kind of goes parallel synchronicity with the light languages as well. Everything here that is happening during a healing session is nonlinear, obviously. It's nonlinear information. So, like if I say, I am addressing the level of the soul that it can hear me through this tonal language. It can hear me, and we then create a dialogue, communication. And that allows me to go deeper and deeper into each like event, session, issue, to go into each issue, and that is exactly non-linear description, not a part like 3 p.m. that's linear and it's fraught anyway. Non-linear information. Their data stream and the active intuitive at work. So the light languages, they also speak of, for example, of positive suggestions to the immune system, so the immune system can redefine its well-being and remember its well-being, and get out of the chaos of programming, of being diseased, stressed out, because that's all AI. And also we clear the ego, because obviously, generally speaking, there is not wrong to have ego. It's just when it's either dark or light. I mean, when there is too much of upper or lower, and it totally hijacks the relativity to the soul, to the spirit. And ego, as I was having conversation about that with someone whom I trust, he says that is a filter. It's a form of filtration, and I kind of like that. We remove dark linguistics because English is very linear and has many dark linguistics. So the light languages, they cancel that within the body system. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here.